Good afternoon, and the atmosphere you can hear is stemming from Delta as Delta takes on Windhoek High School under 15 in the NSSR Rugby League. The game is, of course, being played at Delta, as I mentioned, and those are your two teams right there, just giving you the players who will be gracing the fields today. We'll start off with Windhoek High School under 15's fullback is Mola. Right wing Subramoni. Outside center, Isaac Swartz is the inside center. Left wing, Strauss. Fly half, Birkus. Scrum half, Hasselman. Eighth man, Orange. Straydom is the tight head flank. Loose head flank is Karuhumba. Hain is the tight head lock. Swartboy is the loose head lock. Looking at the props, it's Low and Klazen. Looking at the hooker, it is Balkan for Delta. It's going to be Chipadza at fullback. Van Veek at right wing. Outside center is Swartz. Namba is the inside center. Kebeb is the left wing. Natia Birkus is the fly half. Leonte Van Neal, that's the scrum half. Alonso Dutoit is the eighth man. Ignatius Njala is the tight head flank. Holloway Birkus are the flank and the tight head lock. Saunders Kanganjo, that's the loose head lock rather than the tight head prop. The hooker is Machelm. Loose head prop is Naubeb. Hooker is Juanito Hasselman. Prop is Amupadi. Vey is the lock, and Shikotoke is a loose forward. That would be on their bench. So we are about to kick off with Windhoek High School kicking to Delta. Kicking off is fly half William Bierkus. Could be early knock-on over there from Windhoek High School. Delta with an opportunity to show what this scrum has got, carrying possession at this time. Now, I'm not sure how old both these schools are, but one thing is for certain, Windhoek High School has been playing rugby for much longer. And yes, they have much more experience. Of course, on the rugby field, many things count. It's experience, it's strategy, it's spirit at times. And perhaps Delta has what it takes to bring it to them. Of course, Delta being the home school, Windhoek High School being the visiting school. First scrum is underway. Windhoek High School looking like the much stronger scrum. Early exit. Windhoek High School turning possession to their end. Swinging the ball out is Windhoek High School with some good pace in the center. Maintaining possession is Windhoek High School. Coming towards the left wing, they bring the ball in to the number 11, which is the Aljo Strauss. Referee is going to penalize Delta. Looks like Windhoek High School go for the quick tap. Birkus with the ball, swinging the ball down to the eighth man. The number 6 is Karuumba. Windhoek High School still maintaining possession. And that is a try for Windhoek High School. Well, that's within 2 minutes. One wonders if that's going to be the order of the day. For Delta's sake, I hope not. So, try scored. By the flank there, Peter Jan Straydom. Stepping up to try and convert and add the 2 points is William Bierkus. Not much wind direction to worry about. It's fairly steady here in Olympia. He steps up, he kicks, and he's good for 2 points. Let's have a look at that tap replay. Bierkus with the ball swing. School early on with the offensive and straight on there, swinging the ball out to the eighth man, Orange, and then returning to make the try. Windhoek High School leading with 7 points. Delta yet to put some points on the board. Straydom, that is your first try scorer. Delta with an opportunity to make some moves in Windhoek High School's half. Strong run from Windhoek High School there. That's Sheripo Karumba. Straight on. Once again, both flankers leading some pretty potent drives for Windhoek High School. Oh, a little confusion there. Nothing from the referee. No issues from me. Windhoek High School swings the ball out. Moving with good ball. Strong challenge there. Windhoek High School returning with Strauss, who has a lot of pace. Delta with an opportunity now. That was a very strong challenge. Delta kicking the ball to Windhoek High School's half. Hoping for less pressure. The referee is going to call it back for a penalty. He wasn't happy with that challenge. Referee's going to have a couple of words with the Deltarians. Let him know how they landed with this possession. Delta kicking it into touch. That kick came from the booth of Nethia Bierkus, fly half. Realizing both teams have a Bierkus in the fly half position. Right now is Hasselman Juanito throwing the ball in, full Delta. Referee is not happy with the line out over there. He's going to call a scrum. Ball not in straight. The scrum belongs to Windhoek High School. And the scrum is off. Quick put in by scrum of Shahid Hasselman. Referee is going to blow on that. We shall reconvene, gentlemen, he says. Referee's not happy with that. Perhaps too much eagerness from the Deltarians there. Windhoek High School on the run. Strong challenges straight through the middle there from 8th man Jathan Orange. This is the Windhoek High School prop, Keithan Clausen. Referee is going to call it back. This is a Windhoek High School penalty. I think they noticed that they may be the stronger team thus far. They're going to test out their line-out, perhaps a rolling more. See how that goes. William Bierkus kicking the ball into touch, and into touch it goes. Beautiful scenery out here in the neighborhood of Olympia. If you look close enough, you might see the set house. The sun is out. Everyone's glad to be over winter, understandably so. Oh, right, got to do a little foraging for the ball there. Subramoni Sami retrieving the ball from the bush. Windhoek High School with enough confidence to warm up in front of their competitors in this here line-out. It's a clean line-out from Windhoek High School. Spoken too soon. Referee says that was not in straight. So they have some conversations with the players. Delta opts for the line-out. Throwing the ball in is Aurico Machelm. Ball is out. Referee is going to call it back for that knock-on. Possession is Delta's. Just under 10 minutes into the first half, Windhoek High School with an early try from within 2 minutes of this game. And they also managed to convert, putting them on 7 points as Delta still waits to put points on the board at home. Referee's going to call it out, and it's a Windhoek High School penalty. Quick tap, and they're off. Swinging the ball. Once again, strong challenge. Very strong challenge. He said there was no space on that bus. Windhoek High School continues to swing the ball. Referee is calling it back. Not back 10. Not back 10. He says it's still a Windhoek High School penalty. Their forwards have proven to be more than potent, and right now it looks like they might be lining up straight on. But who knows? They're swinging out. Yep, that is a try for Windhoek High School. Coming from the hooker, Jaden Bok. My goodness. Windhoek High School showing dominance early on. Delta pretty much having no response for them thus far. Most of possession has been played in the Deltarian half. Still plenty of rugby to be played on NTV. You are with Ashwin Berry. I don't know if I told you that. Not sure if it matters, but there you go, more information. And that is up. Windhoek High School up 14 points as Delta is yet to put some points on the board. Let's have a look at that replay. This try came from a penalty. And the moment it got into Bok's hands, there was pretty much nothing they could do about it. Gameplay continues. We are in the Windhoek High School half. Strong run there from Xavier Lowe, if I'm not mistaken. Windhoek High School keeping the ball in hand. Strong challenge there. Advantage being played for Windhoek High School right now. Referee is going to call that. It is a penalty. Delta certainly needed to play much more careful rugby. Quite easily on the back foot right now. Windhoek High School kicking that successfully into touch, bringing them within the 22-meter line. As they return to what they have decided is their home for this half, which is the Delta half. Plenty of possession has been played from this end of the field. Quick lineup from Windhoek High School. The referee says that is not in straight. Delta opts for the line out. Most of the lineouts have not been in straight. Play continues. Very unfortunate there for Delta. Windhoek High School. That may have been knocked on. Yes, it was indeed knocked on. The possession belongs to Delta. One may assume that should Delta get this ball out of the scrum, a kick would be the most prudent of moves. The referee is going to call back that scrum. Issues with the scrum once again for Delta. It is going to be a Windhoek High School penalty. They opt to swing the ball out into the line. Very, very unfortunate knock-on over there. Referee is going to allow advantage to be played by Delta, who are likely, well, or not so likely. Strong challenges all around. Referee wants. Oh, that's going to be a sin bin for the first try scorer over there, Stradom. Have to be careful. This is not American football. This is a gentleman's sport. The aggression has to be in control. So, Windhoek High School down to 14 men for the next 10 minutes. But will that matter? Apparently not, as they score a try. It's another try. All right, so Windhoek High School scoring yet another try, putting Windhoek High School's point tally at 19 as they attempt to make it 21 points. Through the boots of Beekers. He kicks. Oh, that one goes off the post. So 19 points to Windhoek High School. Delta yet to put some points on the board. Home ground getting behind their boys. And boy, oh boy, do they need it. Ball is in the Windhoek High School half. Referee is going to call it. A little bit of too much energy in that last pass there. Windhoek High School's players still in the sin bin, straight on. Windhoek High School coming down safely with the ball from the line out, kicking it into Delta's half. A return from Delta. Strong challenge, unfortunate knock on there. Referee is going to call the play. Knock on from Delta, knock on from Windhoek. Possession, Windhoek High School. 16 minutes, that means less than 10 minutes left in this half. The score is 19 to Windhoek High School, Delta. Nada. The referee just reminding the scrum off of his position there. Leonte for Neil. Windhoek High School, clean scrum. Referee has no issues. They're going to run it through their line. An interception by Delta as they attempt to put their first try on the board. Strong defense thus far. Well, alert defense from Windhoek High School with an opportunity to return with the ball at this time. Windhoek High School running with the ball there, Xavier Lowe. The prop. Referee is going to call that. It is a penalty. It is a Delta penalty. A decision needs to be made sooner rather than later. It looks like Delta is going to opt to run it. Very, very interesting. Windhoek High School coming out with the ball. Cleaning up well there. Swinging the ball out at Windhoek High School. Good challenge from Delta. Their forwards don't seem to be getting to the ball. To the fallen man soon enough though. Windhoek High School still maintaining possession, swinging the ball out. Bringing the ball back in. Oh, what a sidestep there as the man goes to the ground. Windhoek High School with possession. Quick tap as the ball goes to their number 11 for a try from Eljo Strauss. My goodness. Any call there from the referee? We'll have a look at what happened there. Referee does not call that a try. Interesting call. I wonder what transpired there. The kick could have been forward, very likely. The kick could have been forward, so no try there. There's going to be a replacement for Windhoek High School and Delta. Straydom returns from his sin bin. Play continues from the Deltarian half. Wow, from within their try box to be specific. Delta kicks the ball out. Windhoek High School returning the ball with their scrum half. Swinging the ball. Fairly unperturbed play there for Windhoek High School. They're managing to play through all their phases with little difficulty. Straydom, within a minute of returning from the sin bin, scores yet another try for Windhoek High School. This time the referee has no issues. And the score is Windhoek High School 24. Delta yet to put some points on the board. What a shame, because there is plenty of home support. And that is over. Bierkus managing once again to add some points from his boots. 6 points coming from his boots. Thus far managing to convert from 3 tries. Let's have a look at that try again. It was Windhoek High School playing through their phases, as I was saying, unperturbed. Little disturbance to their play, swinging down through their phases, and Straydom, the strong boy, with a diving try. Not even going to celebrate that one. Just another day at the office. Delta kicking off into the Windhoek High School half. A place I assume they would want to spend much more time in. Strong run there from the full back, Joshua Mola. Windhoek High School swinging the ball out. Putting together some good phases. The biggest challenge is just to keep the ball in hand. But not much defensive challenge coming at them at this point, as is visible as they advance towards the 22. Close to the 5-meter line there. Referee is going to have a look. It is a try for Windhoek High School. Coming up with the ball is Jaden Bock. My goodness. Score is 31-0. Got to say, I remember being in high school. I've got a feeling school's going to be pretty awkward tomorrow. Unless, of course, Delta can get it together, get it going, bring the game to Windhoek High School. But thus far, dominating performance from Windhoek High School. Bierkus kicking the ball. Does it have the distance? Does it have? Yes, it absolutely does. William Bierkus, 8 points coming from his boot. 4 converted kicks. That should bring the score to about 33, if I'm not mistaken. 33 for Windhoek High School. In numerology, 33 is a lucky number, but I get the feeling they're not going to leave it at 33. However, Delta still having plenty of rugby to be played. Of course, less than 2 minutes left in this first half. Second half is another 25 minutes. We'll see how it goes. But at this point, not looking good. Not looking good. I'll be very honest. The only thing that's looking good about Delta right now is the school and all of these fans who have come out for the game. Fans, schoolmates, friends, buddies. But they can turn it around. It is a fair sport. Windhoek High School returning with the ball. Wow, some smooth movement over there from the scrum half, Shahid Hasselman. Windhoek High School on the return over there. That's another strong run from 8th man Jathan Orange, who's met with a strong challenge. Windhoek High School still swinging the ball with little difficulty. And crossing over is fullback Joshua Moller for yet another try. Wow. Questions that need answers. Well, actually, it's quite simple. The question has been, can you beat Windhoek High School? In the first half, the answer has been an emphatic no. So, 38 points to Windhoek High School in the first half, as Delta waits to put some points on the board. I'm just saying, I would not want to be one of these rugby players in high school in the middle of the week. Bierkus with an opportunity to make it 10 points from his boot. Manages to do just that. So, an extra 2 points. Windhoek High School at 40 points as Delta struggles to put points on the board. Plenty of support. Hopefully that can translate into better rugby. But as far as this half goes, it's pretty clear to whence the pendulum swings. Delta kicking off to the Windhoek High School half. Straighten with the ball. He's going to charge straight ahead without a doubt. Brings it pretty much close to the halfway line. Late tackle there. Referee is going to say nothing. And the ball is going to be kept by Windhoek High School. Swinging the ball out to number 13, who is Dominic Isaacs. As Windhoek High School scores yet another try. 45 points for Windhoek High School to Delta 0. I don't know what the record is as far as a loss goes, but it could happen. It could happen. I need to check the statistics. I really would need to check the statistics because Windhoek High School. This time kicking the ball is left wing Aljo Strauss. And he does not make it over. Perhaps they should continue to trust in the boot of Bierkus. But how much does it really matter when you're sitting pretty? This was that run from Windhoek High School, which ended up with that try. Too much pace to be caught by the defense there. Likely that the referee will call the first half soon. Delta certainly needing to get some words from the coach. As the ball's kicked off into Windhoek High School's half and rolls out of possession. Referee is going to call a scrum in the center of the field. I do wonder. I was under the impression under 15s play they play the halves for 25 minutes. Looks like we're edging towards 30 minutes a half. Is it me or is the referee not checked his watch yet? One wonders. He's got a nice shiny watch. No reason not to check it. I'm sure he's on top of it. Windhoek High School playing with a certain calmness. Delta needing a boost of confidence. Windhoek High School scrum is good, and the 8th man, Orange, coming out. Strong challenge, strong run. Stratham with the ball. He's been difficult to stop throughout this game. Will he be difficult to stop now? No, he will not. Well, yes, he will be difficult to stop. Sorry. That's another try from Peter Jan Stratham, which I believe brings our points tally to 50. 50 points for Windhoek High School. That's half a century. Of course, Delta hopes they don't make it to the other way, all the way to a century. But again, I'm not one to watch out for records. But if Delta's not careful, a record could be getting set against them right now. The fans doing their best, perhaps, to distract the fly half Bekus. He hasn't been distracted thus far from this angle. He has made just about every kick is made, and he will make that one as well. 12 points coming from Bekus's boot. 50 points in total. Let's have a look at that replay. The play started with Orange giving the ball to Stratham, who had too much pace, too much power. He comes down once. He has one movement he's allowed to make. It's just enough for him to score a try. Windhoek High School, 50 points. Delta, yet to put their imprint on the game. Delta kicking the ball off to Windhoek High School's half. Windhoek High School returning with the ball. Perhaps hoping they score another try. By the way, it's actually 52 points for Windhoek High School, not 50. Windhoek High School swinging the ball out to their wing. This time, plenty of pace to be given. Strong challenge. One wonders what the state of the game is when the crowd is reduced to celebrating tackles, not tries. Delta's going to kick it into touch. And, well, it gets there. It gets into touch. Delta with the line out. They've been struggling to put in straight line out balls thus far. Perhaps this changes now. A lot may need to change right now, to be quite honest. Juanito Hasselman throwing the ball in for Delta. It's good, but it's not good for them as Windhoek High School gets the possession, swinging the ball out. Their line is well formed by center over there, running straight through with just about no issues. Xavier Lowe. Sorry, Jaden Bach rather. Running quite strongly there. And there is another try. This time from Keithan Klaasen. The score is 57 points to Windhoek High School. That's the score. I'd want to mention Delta, but you can only mention 0 so many times. Seems like at this point, Windhoek High School is just testing their kickers. Lionel Olivier getting an opportunity to see if he can kick over. He does not. So the scoreline is 57 points. That would have taken it to 59. This is how those points came to being. A strong run there from Clausen. Little to no defense. Referee is yet to call halftime. As the ball seems to have gotten missing. Okay, one of the players is going to grab a ball from behind the try post. As Dalta tries to figure out a way to get into this game. The supporters, however, are here in numbers, singing when they can, cheering when they can. School spirit is very much alive. Windhoek High School with the ball from their half, which has not proven to be very scary for them as they quickly exit their own half in most plays. Halftime is going to be at 35 minutes. Strong challenges there, and an even stronger run coming from number 21, Jaden Da Silva, getting an opportunity to score, which brings the scoreline to Windhoek High School, 62. .62 points. Delta yet to put some points on the board. Still another half to be played. Potentially the referee will call the halfway mark just now. Perhaps halftime is what they need to figure out a strategy, figure out something that can get them into this game. Mola kicking the ball for Windhoek High School, and that is good, bringing the points tally to 64 points as we head into the halftime. Another strong run there, which brought the last try. Quick pace from Jaden Da Silva. Quick pace. So that's your scoreline in the first half. Windhoek High School 64. Delta yet to put some points on the board. We're going to go for a short ad break, and we'll be back with more rugby on NTV.
I studied medicine.
I studied geology.
I studied a Bachelor of Science.
You start to heal people, touch patients, you touch lives, you save lives, you realize this is really what you want to do, and you never get tired.
Having graduated from the University of Namibia, I was able to open my own law firm and help people attend to their legal problems.
Let's do the things that must be done and make it great.
If you want to do it, just do it.
That's what I wanted to do.
So the sky is the limit.
My UNAM, my pride.
I usually don't drive this car around. It's a standing baby. I fill up my car for 850, which that gave me a full tank. I used to use this car between Rebot and Windhoek. Yeah, once you reach home in Rebot, it's almost a half tank. It's from Windhoek to Ketmas. That is the longest I have driven with this baby. I think Namco is changing the game because their service is very organized, clean. Even their takeaway department, Namco is the one. There is no country like Namibia. Namibia is a very beautiful country. That's why I'm part of it.
We are live at Delta for some good old rugby. Best sport in the world. If you ask me, it's Delta taking on Windhoek High School under 15s, and this is how the game has been going thus far. Stratham over there passing the ball to Orange, who was very close to the try line, and Stratham had to come back, clean that up for Windhoek High School's first try. A very potent player there. Another potent player being Beerkus William, who had little issues kicking the ball over the post. Quick tap from Windhoek High School. This time the try coming from the hooker, Bok. Windhoek High School carrying a lot of experience. Decades and decades of rugby. Plenty of it showing today. And this was another opportunity for Beerkus to kick over. An opportunity that he did not waste. All right, we're going to get back to the game. The current score is 64. Windhoek High School. Delta yet to put some points on the board, but there is an entire half of rugby to be played. If Windhoek High School can, Delta can too. Delta eager to get this game back on the road. Windhoek High School still standing. Referee is going to call them again. And they're going to step onto the field now. So 35 minutes. I do not know why I assumed it was 25 minutes. You know, sometimes I think I assess things using my own personal fitness level, which I shouldn't do. But to be honest, if I was running with them, I'd only be able to do 10 minutes a half as a water boy. So much respect to the rugby lads on the field right now. Each and every one of these 30 players. Plenty of support for Delta as they kick the ball off into Windhoek High School's half. Windhoek High School, quick return there. From the number 10, Windhoek High School swinging the ball. Oh, they had a play ready. Didn't go quite as planned. They're going to need to clean that up soon. as Delta's defense surges. Strong run there from Windhoek High School. Delta finally managing to bring the boy down. The player down, rather. Orange with the ball. Passing the ball. Swinging it once again, Windhoek High School. Going towards the win. The wing, rather. That try is going to be scored by one Sheripo Karumba. So, the scoreline as it stands, Windhoek High School 69, Delta yet to put some points on the board. They've got enough support to try and get them back into this game. But thus far, Windhoek High School getting to play the rugby that they hope to play. It seems at this point just about everyone is kicking for Windhoek High School. This time it's the prop, tight head prop, Xavier Lowe, who's going to attempt to get some points for himself. Xavier Lowe lined up right in front of the posts. And he makes it over. So that's 2 points for Xavier Lowe, the prop, kicking for Windhoek High School there. We have one more look at that try by Karumba. Strong lad, difficult to stop. It is going to make it all the way into the try box. Light jog back. Gameplay continues. 71 points, Windhoek High School. Delta still keeping their spirits in this. Karumba. The strong run there. Windhoek High School still playing clinical rugby under 15. Mola may have knocked the ball on there. Referee is playing advantage to Delta. Referee is going to blow the whistle. Oh, that last challenge was something that was displeasing to the referee. So Delta will tap the ball, run it. Or rather, kick it into touch. It does not go into touch. Interesting. Mola with another opportunity. Up and under from Windhoek High School, which goes all the way out for a Delta lineout. Several switches have been made for Windhoek High School. They may very well be resting their players. Jan Brankman is the current hooker. Windhoek High School, Da Silva with the ball. Returning the ball right now. Looks like Lorenzo Awaseb. Good pace from Windhoek High School running in the wing, at the wing. They don't seem to be able to get their hands on him, and that is Jamin Swartz, if I am not mistaken, inside center. Yes, it is Swartz. Inside center with 5 points. As gameplay continues. Interesting. It seems like the referee has called the game. That's the end of the rugby game. My understanding right now is that when it reaches a certain points level, I'm just going to check with my colleague Natalie what the score is right now. 78. Yes, With that kick going over, I assume that would make it 80. Too many tries. And yeah, that's the word from Brian. The ever so efficient My Zone colleague of ours. 78 is the score line. The game is over. Delta, of course, with an opportunity to look at the places that they can improve in their system, in their strategy with regards to their players. It is a young rugby school. These are just growing pains, particularly if you learn from them. The scoreline means nothing if you can bounce back this season or the next. But that's your final score right now. Windhoek High School 78, Delta nothing. Delta still getting plenty of love from their local support here. If any of the boys will be watching the repeat of this later, or perhaps checking it out on one of our YouTube pages on NMH, I'll tell you, listen, I've been on the back end of such a score line before. What you got to do is you got to pick your head up. Of course, don't be like me, where you end up talking for a living. What you should do is continue to play rugby. If you love the sport, it will love you back. I just happen to find something else that I love doing. But fortunately, it brings me back to the sport that I love. And like I said, if you love the sport, commit to it. Not a single reason to be discouraged. Every reason to learn and progress. Delta showing some respect there, ready to show some respect to their players as we go out for an advert.
I studied medicine.
I studied geology.
I studied the Bachelor of Science.
You start to heal people, touch patients, you touch lives, you save lives, you realize this is really what you want to do and you never get tired.
Having graduated from the University of Namibia, I was able to open my own law firm and help people attend to their legal problems.
Let's do the things that must be done and make it great.
If you want to do it, just do it.
That's what I wanted to do.
So the sky is the limit.
My unum, my pride.
Yes, good day, good day, good day. We are here reporting to you live from Delta, where we just had the NSSR League take place. So we had Delta take on WHS. Delta were a good host. Sean, quickly tell me, how was the game?
I feel, in my words, I feel like the game was completely trash. Because as you can see, we started off very good until most of our players started becoming scared because the opponents started coming on very hard.
Okay, compared to the game you guys had against Okanja, you guys played well there. Although you guys lost the game, you guys had a good game. What was the difference here? What do you think made you guys lose by so many points?
I feel like we didn't do what we practiced because we waited for the players to run up on us. And I feel like there was a lot of fear. So, yeah.
Okay, since there was a lot of fear, as the captain of the team, how do you think you're going to get your team back up to standard, back up to trying to win games and not playing scared, as you say?
Honestly, I feel like we should just try more. Like, put more commitment and effort.
Okay, no, thank you so much. Okay, you heard it from the man himself. And we're now with the captain, Peter himself. They just won the game. The game had to be stopped because the other team said they were not okay with continuing. They decided they want to decide to stop. Peter, came off, got on the match, played really well. got a yellow card. Tell me about the yellow card.
No, I don't know what happened, but that was my fault. So just want to say sorry for my team. It's for my fault.
Okay, you got the yellow card, came back on the game. As soon as you got on, scored a try. How do you feel about your performance today?
I felt very good, but I don't want to take all on myself. It's my team also. They did very good.
Okay, in overall performance, how do you feel your team did today?
They did very well, but we must just work on same things. But our rocks is very good, line outs, scrums very good.
Okay, the tackles were also very good. I saw you guys. The passing was brilliant. The kicking was good. As soon as the number 10 went off, you guys were switching players that were kicking the ball. What do you think you guys need to work on that you felt like was not on point?
That the defense, because on my half I said that I had a yellow card. It was my fault, but I will work on that. I will tell my team not to do that, but it's my fault.
Okay, thank you so much, Peter.
Thank you.
You heard it from Peter himself. Well, that was a brilliant performance from VIS. They came out guns blazing and they won the game by a large mile. And the other team did not score any points, as you saw yourselves. Well, that's it from us here today. But do stay tuned. We have the NSSR highlights coming up with Ashwin, and we will get back to you guys.
I usually don't drive this car around. It's a standing base. I fill up my car for 850, which that gave me a full tank. I used to use this car between Rebot and Windhoek. Yeah, once you reach home in Rebot, it's almost a half tank. It's from Windhoek to Ketmas. That is the longest I have driven with this baby. I think Namco is changing the game, because their service is very organized, clean. Even their takeaway department, Namco is the one. There is no country like Namibia. Namibia is a very beautiful country. That's why I'm part of it.
Live rugby at Delta School as Delta was taking on Windhoek High School. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from that game. Windhoek High School getting an opportunity to play their game quite smoothly for the most part. Orange, their 8th man, going down. And straight on, the captain making sure he scored the first try for Windhoek High School. It would be a very dominant game from Windhoek High School. And Bekus there was one of the reasons, as he scored one of the several conversions that he managed to pull through. Windhoek High School had this opportunity, which they made use of through the strength and prowess, rather, of Bok, their hooker. And it was Bekus' opportunity once again to convert for Windhoek High School. And convert he did. Little trouble for him over there. Very little trouble in the sense that it wasn't very troublesome at all. Windhoek High School swinging the ball out for themselves quite well, and Stradum making sure that he takes the ball across the line there. Captain Fantastic, they call him. He was, however, sin-bid at some point in this game for a very strong challenge that the referee deemed unfair. And this was another play from Windhoek High School. Quick pickup. Bok, once again the hooker, making sure that he scored the try there for Windhoek High School. As Delta tried to figure out their defense throughout this game. More of a learning curve, if you will. Bekus, another kick, another conversion. This is Bekus once again stepping up and pulling through. His boot was very faithful to him in this game, scoring 12 points from it. And this was an emphatic run from outside centre Dominic Isaacs, who was just unstoppable in that play. Windhoek High School certainly enjoying themselves at Delta. Learning curve for the Deltarians. Stratham, the strong captain leading from the front. He had one movement he could make, and that movement was just enough for him to score the try, as Windhoek High School's dominance continued to be asserted throughout this entire game. Bekus facing the post, squaring it off, kicking and converting. Windhoek High School once again on the attack. There's been a lot of time in the Delta half, as the scoreline can reflect. There was another try there by Keith and Klazen, the prop. And this was a run from Jathan Orange, the 8th man, which ended up in a try for Jaden Da Silva. Only just realized Jaden. Close enough names. Good pace there from Jaden Da Silva. This time it was Mola's opportunity to try and kick over the post. Unfortunately, that time it was not successful. Karuhumba Sheripo, loose head flank. If I'm not mistaken, tight head flank actually. He was the one to score that try. Strong pace, strong lad. Hard to stop for the Delta defense. Yet another try scored by Windhoek High School. This time coming from inside center Yamin Swartz. Windhoek High School certainly feeling confident. And that was your full-time score. 78 points for Windhoek High School. A learning curve for Delta. Thank you for being with us on NTV. Cheers.
I usually don't drive this car around. It's a standing baby. I fill up my car for 850, which that gave me a full tank. I used to use this car between Rebot and Windhoek. Yeah, once you reach home in Rebot, it's almost a half tank. It's from Windhoek to Ketmas. That is the longest I have driven with this baby. I think Namco is changing the game because their service is very organized, clean. Even their takeaway department, Namco is the one. There is no country like Namibia. Namibia is a very beautiful country. That's why I'm part of it.
I studied medicine.
I studied geology.
I studied the Bachelor of Science.
You start to heal people, touch patients, you touch lives, you save lives, you realize this is really what you want to do and you never get tired.
Having graduated from the University of Namibia, I was able to open my own law firm and help people attend to their legal problems.
Let's do the things that must be done and make it great.
If you want to do it, just do it.
That's what I wanted to do.
So the sky is the limit.
My unam, my pride.